That's why. I was trying to understand why it wasn't working before. So let's see. Hopefully, I'm sorry, Dawn. I'm sorry, Dawn. I was, let's do this. I'm still live on here. Okay, good. All right. Maybe I'm still going. I don't know. I quick changed it because I have to do it on this computer. Otherwise, it might have been fine because I fixed it, but you never know. You never know. So, I'm sorry about that. Okay. So I fixed, a I had a fixing of things. So YouTube's still up, I think, or not? I can't remember. There it is. Okay, yeah, I have to go back. I'm sorry. I'm getting it down. It just takes me a minute. All right. Live. Okay. Okay. Now I guess I need to find the chat that I popped up. It was right here. Alright, sorry about that. You were thinking about me earlier? Aw. How you doing? You had a good New Year, Rachel? Okay, I got it going. I got it working. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. Always something. Right? I have Alright, well, hopefully, Dawn's still here. I said I would give her a reading first. We'll see what happens. I hope she's still here. I feel bad. I was like, wait, if I don't change it to the other computer, I'll be in trouble. It will then make it, it'll do, you know, starting, stopping, and all that stuff. But I think I fixed it on here where it won't happen, but why try it out now, right? So what we'll do is, we'll just do a settling in. Oh, she's here. Okay. Just wasn't showing up on here. Okay. I'm glad. Okay. Let's just do a settling in real quick. Okay. Not futzing with that anymore. Alright. Now I can go back to this. Okay. I'm glad you're here, Dawn. Alright, so I think you can, everything, music's okay and everything. So, alright. So let's just take a moment to settle in together, and wherever you are, allow your body to kind of soften. And take one slow breath in. And then release it very slowly out. And feel your feet grounding into the space beneath you, steady and supported. As you breathe, imagine your energy clearing from the base of the body upward, grounding at the root, opening at the heart, clearing at the throat, and gently opening at the crown. Just allowing it, nothing forced. When you're present, you're connected. We can begin. So All right. Oh, let's see what we can do here. So Dawn, let's do this angelic activations. Dawn. Since you're so that's just here. I'll light my candle because I like doing that. I hope, okay, so, here we go. You're welcome, Dawn. No problem. Okay. I got the angelic activations, which is I like these. No, I can never always pronounce their names, but we'll see. Universal energies. You are ascending. You are flying high, rising up. Stay focused on your mission and know that the universe and angels are supporting you every step of the way. This is part of your ascension process. In order to fulfill, I can show you that. To fulfill, order to fully integrate as both soul and human, it's essential for you to face any challenges or mend any relationships you have been putting off dealing with by stepping forward and facing the complications of your earthly life. You let your soul grow and ascend. Activation. I support myself in the process of ascension. I think it's just, so yeah, universal energies, that's what it says. So, I mean, I feel like you know what this is about. Have you thought about connecting with, well, we've talked before and it's come up about your, I think your son, your family member that you have, you know, the daughter-in-law, I think. I think that's what you're feeling too, but it's something that is, I feel like it's something that is like an aversion to it. I feel like, well, because I feel like it's just not wanting to cause conflict. But I think it's just more of something more so of not like as much as like dealing with it exactly with them in person. It's like doing it in a way that can like give you confidence and build boundaries without having to interact with them. And sometimes just by, I feel like it's just this feeling of needing to like kind of do it more in your mind of how what you would say, or if you could say something, and then you could, you know, it's like I guess role playing, but it also helps in a way. Okay, Sophie. Because I feel like even though just like through meditation you can meet your loved ones in spirit, I feel like things that we consciously do, I've had this feeling, it's been a constant like feeling of that I've been feeling from spirit, is that the things that we are actually, you know, we talk about manifesting and the things we talk about and things like that, it's just it's like the things that we actually think and are like, it's like another, our consciousness is actually connecting with other people. So it's like, even though you're not actually doing it in person, it's a way of letting out your feelings through that, and then in a way it kind of seeps into, I want to say they're unconscious, but it kind of starts it going, and without even trying. It's hard to explain this, but I know it feels kind of out there, but it's not. I mean, if you really think about all the meditations we do and where, you know, people can astral travel and do all these things, you know, lucid dream, you know, and I feel like it's like what we really think is we're stuck in these bodies, and whatever is physical is the reality. Sometimes what really is true is that we all are connected, and we can connect in a way through that. So it's like if you have whatever you want to say or do, or to kind of put stuff on the table for whatever you've been feeling, it might actually help those cords to be kind of cut where you feel like you're kind of stuck with those people. If that makes sense. That's what I'm feeling with this. It's just essential for you to face any challenges or mend any relationship. I'm not saying, and I feel like an aversion to that though, because it's like you don't want to have to. I feel like it's not wanting to deal with that, you know. I don't know if this is resonating for you, but it says Earth Guardian. No, I'm just going to keep on pulling from these because I feel like they're connected to you, Dawn. You may be telling yourself that everything happens for a reason, but this might not be helping you heal from the pain at a particular situation. Sorry, I'm reading fast. And I told spirit to sort it out. I give up. Yeah, I think it's like not even like doing it with them, just with yourself, like energetically through your own mind. I think that would help your heart a little bit. It's like being able to say something. It's the same thing as somebody talking to somebody who has passed away too. It's like being able to like talk to them and understand the whole thing. I mean, like I feel like we are connected, so you could do it. It's not like, you know, you don't even have to like think of what they're gonna say. It's just like do that. But I feel like they're saying here, which learning is the happening. You may be telling yourself that everything happens for a reason, but this might not be helping you heal from the pain a particular situation has caused you. It's important to know that there isn't a divine plan to teach you a lesson. It's more that life experiences unfold based on your decisions. In order for you to learn from every moment today, today you are being encouraged to find the reason behind what's happening now, and the reason is you. I'm open to expanding my knowledge and learning. So I'm not, I feel like it's, so they have this, it's just, and I feel like when they say the reason is you, is not like you did this. It's just like more of understanding the perception around it and how you feel about it. That's the reason you feel about that, is how you know, instead of sometimes there's just the perception of that. I love you, Don. You're so funny. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah. I think it's just, especially when you do it in your own head, I think you really can, feel like you are, more connecting with them, not at this level, but more of their higher self, where they wouldn't be as more of like in their ego, or, you know, it's also a way of just being able to feel that pain and allow it to kind of go, which I feel like you have in a way, but there is that, I think it's more of just cutting the cords, which I feel like they're just explaining that, you know, those karmic cords of like that tie, and I feel like you have been doing that, and that's also what they're saying too. You're able to then rise above it and just go, well, I'm not gonna bring myself down to that level, you know. So it's better to do it that way. I just feel like a lot of like, a lot of the color brown comes to me for you, Dawn. I don't feel like it's more of like the root chakra, but I feel like your mom would have wore a lot of browns, like brown colors. There's like, I feel like it's a woman in spirit, like a lot of brown colors that she would wear, you know? Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. Yeah. They'll have to deal with whatever they didn't deal with here and how they treated people, definitely. I feel that way too. Yeah, I understand what you mean. You know. I feel like a lot of, I don't know if this is connected, but I do feel like it's more of like a lot of like brown, okay, like a color, color like a wood color, but it makes me feel like it's your mother would wear a lot of, was she more apt to wear not as much like colors, but like more of like earth tones? It makes me feel like she wore like even like a brown dress, I guess. It just feels like there's like a brown dress with like brown more like whitish flowers. Not whitish, but they're like kind of like off-white. She's showing me like daisies, but then she showed me white lilies. They're all white color. She's saying something about decorating. Like, is there a decorating thing about this? I don't know if she's like indicating that she used to like putting these colors together and decorating, or is she, or are you doing decorating? I don't know. I'm not getting the context, but oh, you did. Oh, okay. Are they like a white? I feel like I saw daisies. Oh, her name is. Oh, okay. So that makes sense when she says decorating. You took flowers for them to their site. Is that what it was? Did you put it in a special, like, different vase than normal? Did you bring something else? Like, it was normally not the same type of vase that you usually use or something? Maybe it was, like, square, more so. She's also having, like, something with my head. I feel like in my head, like, I have not as much, like, fogginess or confusion, more so just, like, I had a little headache. Yes, a different vase, yeah. Did you, she's talking about crying, so it makes me want to cry. Like, there's, like, a lot of emotion. Oh, okay, you took a carton, put that in the tree. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So there was a lot of emotion. It makes me, like, I feel like a pull, like, to want to, like, hug you, you know? Like she's saying, you know, there's so much that, you know... Like, did you feel like a like a calmness after a little bit or something. What if you were a little upset, like you felt tearing up recently? Like, did you? I feel like she's like. Yeah, it makes me feel like she kind of like she had a pull to want to come and comfort you, but it's just more of her energy kind of going, kind of, obviously can't hug us, but I feel like just make me like, okay, I felt the cry, like upsetness, and then I felt her pull wanting to like not knowing, she wanting to like comfort you, but there's like not in the same way. She's kind of showing me like she kind of like she's kind of putting like a shroud over your back or something. Like it made me feel like you felt a little comforted a little bit after. But I feel like she wants to like she does, like if you ever feel like something on kind of like behind you, I feel like that's her. It's like she's like indicating like it's hard for her, you know, like she's in spirit, but I feel like it's to know, you know, she can't really, it's hard to connect, you know, like, and not be able to. So that's the sad thing about seeing your loved ones when they miss you, is that they, you know, they so yeah. And then I feel like what came up was like pots and pans. I don't know if you've been getting new ones or need new ones. It just seems like, I feel like they're older. Maybe you should get some. She's like, order some new ones instead of using the ones you have now. I feel like she's kind of indicating like, get yourself some nicer pot. You know, are you still using theirs, or I don't know. It just maybe just like pan. She said something about pan. Made me feel like did she have like a nickname for you? Like I don't know, like she wanted to say something like my twinkle. It had something in twinkle. Did she say something with twinkle in it, or something like my? Oh, you made her chicken curry today. Oh, was it her? Okay. All right. Maybe that's what she'd say. Does it have a lid with a, like a brown, like not a brown, but a black round, like, makes me feel like it has a round handle on top more so than a handle, you know, like a round knob. She said something about twinkle, made me feel like that. She was like, oh, I don't, like there's something she would say to you. Okay, twinkle eye. Okay. Yes. And the last, she's just showing me your heart, and she's just wanting to hold it. I just feel like she's wanting to, well, I feel like she would be the type to always want to ease your pain or any suffering you had, or make things better. And I feel like that's what she's saying. She's like, if I, you know. So I feel like she just, well, she said angel too. Like, I feel like she said, said the word casino. Like, I feel like she said, I won the lottery with my family, you know, like type of thing, you know, like, yeah, you were close. Oh, you made it in that. Okay. So, and so that's what I'm gonna say. That's all I feel like. I don't have any, I guess that was her message from spirit. But And this card popped up, which I thought was, I mean, it goes back to the beginning, really, and I feel like Spirit wanted to end that conversation because this popped up. It said, oh, and then this one too, because it was two of them popped out. But charity, bring peace where you can. This is time for reconciliation. If you are holding a grudge, it's time to let go. I think it's just, they're just saying, yeah, the only person who will suffer from this restriction is you. So I think that's what you are doing. They're kind of explaining that you are letting go of whatever, you know. It's time to show up wholly and fully with love. You deserve the freedom that forgiveness and understanding will bring you. So I feel like it's just you going, okay, well, it is what it is, and Spirit saying, yeah, you know, we've heard you, and yeah, you said you let Spirit take care of it. Then the other one is faith, cloak of protection, which I feel like is also Spirit saying, you are protected, the worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that you have been facing. You are safe now. Let go of the old and stop waiting for history to repeat itself. If you are in a new time, in which you can create your own story, begin living it. Feel you are stepping into the unknown. Know that your angel is holding your hand, leading you on. I am safe and protected by angels, which I feel like has a lot to do with your mom. All right, Dawn, thank you. I'll leave her love with you. And dog's name is Faith. Oh wow. Okay. Well, maybe he's your protector. The dogs are really good at protecting. So, wow. Okay. Well, I enjoy that curry. I'm sure that was very good. Curry. It's hard to lose someone that means so much, you know, to your heart. Like that. All right, Dawn. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. All right, Sophie. What is this? Oh, wow. 4 stones she is. Wow. That's a faith. Yeah. Big chunk of it. Yeah. That's funny. You're welcome, Dawn. Thank you. Hi, Mary. Okay, I'm gonna go to Mary. If you would like a reading, I can give you one. But I'm gonna go to Sophie. She was waiting, I think, and really grateful for healing my very injured ankle after a fall on Monday. I laid up since I'm not feeling my best. Aw. Yes, you can, Mary. Sorry, I had soda. Right after Sophie here, I'll give you a message, okay? She's on the other platform there. Okay, so Sophie, I have. Oh, let's do something else. Let's do Divine Masters. Let's do that one. Oh, Sophie, what'd you say? Oh, it's your B-Day tomorrow. Nice. Oh, she is on YouTube too. Okay. I was like, all right. Oh, did I do 2 of them on accident? Oh, weird. Okay. Well, happy early birthday, Sophie. What'd you do there, Dawn? What is that? Oh, she did. Happy birthday. That's what that was, a cake. I was like, what is happening? I couldn't see in the smaller. I had to look at the other one. Okay, Sophie. Cosmic power, unlimited potential, sacred mission initiation. So if you feel like a little bit, I can't tell if I'm doing this right. So Oh, there we go. You can look over there, I guess. Here, I'm having trouble with the... Well, it's that one. And then, let's see if I can get the... Here. That might help. There we go. Okay. Okay, we'll do it now. Or, actually, do it worse. Alright. Well, it's this guy. El Moriai. I can't say this. Oh, I turned it off. On. I went on. Okay. There we go. That's better. There. There we go. It'll actually do it now, I think. So that's him. I got that one. So, spiritual force field, protective light is around you. You are safe. I feel like you're, like, more so of your crown chakra has been, like, opening up, Sophie, lately. Have you been feeling more, well, not just, I feel like more intuitive, like, knowing thing, you know. Feels like... Thank you. Good wiggling, I know. I changed it so the face, like, it would, like, center on focus better. Have you felt more intuitive, on the intuitive side, Sophie, lately? I mean, I feel like it was a time where, like, it was more of, you felt kind of lower energy, and now I feel like it's, like, it's picking up, but then, I know you got hurt, but I feel like it's a, even though you've got hurt, there's a feeling of not as much sadness around it. You feel less connected than usual. I feel like it's less that, maybe it's more of not as connected with something else, but more connected with yourself and your own feelings of, that's what I'm, you know, like intuition that way. Not as much connected to, feels more like intuitively knowing what to do. Makes me feel like with this thing that happened, do you feel less sad about it than you would normally? That's what I felt like. That's a roomy. Mystical knowing, breaking boundaries, personal experience of God. Which, I said less connected. I felt like it was like more of like feeling of intuition. It felt like well, it did feel like different from what you normally feel, but it felt like maybe it's just different and you're not really recognizing it. You're thinking you're less connected. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you are more in tune with intuitively, more present with what is going around you, more so than like, did you feel different when you were at, you said you were at somebody else's house or something. Like, did you feel different while you're at that house? I feel like it was like more of a feeling of for most people, but I accept that. Just what I need. Trust my intuition as a, yeah, okay. Yeah, recent close death. I don't. And as regards recent close death, I just don't care. Okay. Yeah. Well, I feel like it's also understanding the grieving process. I mean, we say process. It's always a constant, right? I mean, like, there's no timetable for it, but there's always going to be different emotions that come up throughout the, everything. Yeah, this is what I was going to ask you. It's funny. I was thinking it's like during the time when you were with people, did you notice like you're very present with what they were doing and kind of understanding, like you're able to see past what people are kind of saying sometimes, like instead of like somebody's saying something, but you actually understand them, like not a motive behind it, but you understand like what kind of state they're in and what is actually they're feeling behind what they're saying. Because it says, I allow people to witness their behavior so I can help them move beyond it. But I don't feel like you're like wanting to help them move beyond it, but it's like not in a like a real sense, but in a sense, in a way you are helping them by not reacting to it, or not by trying to save them. Sometimes helping them isn't actually help by actively helping them. It's more of okay, I'm relieved for the ending of lies. Yeah, I felt better being in the place I visited, but was too rushed fitting visits to folks in their way. Yeah, okay. They're showing me like was there a talk of a, like, I don't know, they're showing me a pearl necklace, and I was like, how is like a necklace with like round, kind of looks like pearls. I'm not saying it's real pearls, but showing me that, and it made me feel like there was a tie to that with mother. Yeah, giving up. Well, yeah, there's no doing that. Yeah, people pleasing and rescuing, because it's more of that their journey to do that, for themselves anyway. Because that's not your value. Your value is you. So, just doing whatever you feel, I'm not saying. And get enough sleep. Have you been having trouble, like, actually staying asleep? And it can affect your mood as well. But with the pearls, I felt like there was a mother, like, I'm trying to, like, feel what's going on with that, but that's what I have right now. They're showing, maybe feel like it's tied to your... But it makes me feel like not your foster mom, but it makes it feel like your other mom. Is there a picture with her with a necklace like that on or something? Because I feel like there's something like... It doesn't have to be pearls. It could just be beads. But, it makes it not a choker, but like more like down here. Maybe it's something around you. I don't know, but it makes me feel like it's tied. Like, did you get some? Maybe you got something. And it says true abundance is an inside job, which I feel like we were just saying, they have to do it themselves. Like, you actually feel that. But I feel like also how you said you're feeling like you have to go in. I do feel like there was like a thought of like, I've just started walking, or I'm something about walking and not being able to do it, like going outside and getting fresh air. I feel like there's like a... It's like trying not to concentrate on what you can't do and try to concentrate on what you can do right now, and more so things that you couldn't do because you were too busy, now you can do because you're, you know, having to heal. Oh, she was Pearl and connected with pearly kings and queens. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's why. Okay. Yeah, it was just interesting. Okay. It's like, you know, I guess it's just like shifting your perception of what's happened right now too. I think it can, but I feel like that's what they're, I felt like you weren't really that sad about it, but maybe that's what they're now, like, maybe it's like if you were to do that, you know, type thing. It's easier said than done sometimes, but it's like once you find out that you can do some things that you've been putting off because you're too busy, you know, and you're able to do it because you can't walk or do, you know, whatever, you know, or it's like learning something new or a craft or something, you know, at least something that kind of enlivens you and makes you feel like it's a treat more so than a, you know, a chore. And then it just says, the qualities I dislike in others are disowned parts of my shadow. And I feel like it's like, I feel like that's why you're also going within, Sophie. It makes me feel like a male in spirit had issues with like getting hurt. Like it made me feel more so like getting hurt and not being able to work, and being kind of sad, like having issues surrounding that, like not feeling his value or feeling down because he wasn't able to provide. I feel like that's more of a it doesn't seem like he had it happen a lot, but maybe. But it made me feel like it was somebody in spirit from you that's a male. It makes me feel like it's a not as much a dad, but more of like a somebody you dated maybe or was married to, or you know, a love interest. You have a health issue that he couldn't do. It makes me feel like it was like it couldn't work. I feel like there's something like there's always somebody else like to I feel like to bring him up, and I feel like he's kind of indicating like that was it's like a memory of some sort. It's like wanting to make yourself soup and just, you know, you know, yeah, when in doubt, I play it out. Yeah, I don't know, just they're showing me I want to say daffodils, so I don't know what I originally saw was I think, what are those? I can't remember the flowers that are in the grass normally that are yellow. But then they said daffodils. I don't know what daffodils look like, so but they made me think like yellow. So I feel like that's a present from spirit for you. I just think it's a way to like go more within, like you said, Sophie. So I'll leave their love with you. I hope you feel better. We'll send healing your way. I'll give you Yeah, stillness is the key to success. I think it's just going within, like you said. I think that's a lot of what they're indicating for you. Fitz great grand. Oh, Fitz my granddad in spirit. He died early, so couldn't raise his family. He always breeds out. Oh, okay, makes sense. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sophie, for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hope you feel better. We'll send you healing. You're welcome, Sophie. All right, Mary. Mary. Let me see. I'm pretty sure. You're welcome. No problem. Okay, Mary. I'll give you these. I had yeah, Oracle of the Mermaids. We'll do that one. Okay. I'll just give you, see what comes from Spirit, unless you have a question or something, but otherwise I'll just do it this way. Okay. Oops. Okay. Telepathy. Telepathy. Non-verbal communication, energetic pulses, mind reading. I feel like for you, Mary, I could call you Mary, because I don't want to say the other thing. I don't know if that's the way you spell it, but just, or Ivan, I guess. Either way. Telepathy, nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, mind reading. Do you have like a best? I feel like you have a really good friend, like somebody you're really close with. It's like you guys have this connection. Where you know what the, you know, it's like, even though you, I'm not saying you're super far away, but you're far away from each other. Yeah. I feel like there is like a feeling that there's more to it though. That's what I feel like it's not just a connection with that friend, but it's more of like thinking, well, hey, you know, I've tapping into something and feeling like maybe like if you've gone deeper with it. I feel like there's like a going deeper with it. The reason why I feel that way is the song of the siren, the call, summoning, voice to acknowledge. So I mean, my inner logic here is like going to Spirit in my head going, of course she's here talking to me, of course she has some call of some sort, but I feel like there's more of a deeper thing of it, like a more of a like you've gone a little bit more into it, like research and wanting to, you know, like if you've been like looking into things more, like how maybe it's just also your logical brain trying to make sense of it, or it is a muscle, so it's like if you were to practice and do things, you can, you know, like it's not just innate, but having that vulnerability and that comfortability around that friend, right, does allow your less blocks, so you're able to, you know, but it's like just, that's why it's easier. It's not just coincidence or just because you know the person. It's because of the connection you have. There's less walls put up or worry, you know, a logical mind in the way, type thing. If you've been like doing more of also like healing work, like wanting, because like as you're working through things and having a, you know, like you're having a more clear mind, more awareness of your own triggers and things that you're dealing with, that can also cause the, oh, they talk about the chakras for a reason, right? I feel like it's more of just clearing out debris so like you can be a conduit, I feel like, to actually hear or feel things. But I feel like you haven't, it's like it says time out, awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. Is this person that you're connected to though going through like a rough time right now, like, or just did? I'm like wanting to I feel like it's with her and not you, but I feel like it's like there's a coming together and wanting to, yeah, sisterhood, friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, delight. It's a lot of more coming together and trying to like getting together more often. I'm not saying it's because of what's happening, but it's like wanting to enliven each other's spirits in a way. Did your father, I feel like it's like your father passed just recently? I feel like just you know, like you feel like you know, like I feel like a father passes. Okay, yeah, as recent, yeah. Sorry. There's like a wanting to like I feel like that you guys really did. She was there. I mean, I feel like she knew him too in a way. Like she was there to comfort you. I feel like there's it says wander voyage. I feel like ever since that happened, you feel like you've gone on a deeper understanding of yourself and things like that. I just feel like it's been like a more of a, well, it says a voyage, but I feel like it says a journey of the soul, where you just been kind of just trying to understand just everything, you know, like, you know, I mean, like, because everything just got kind of thrown around, right? I feel like it's so you just allowing wherever some, you know, not like all of life, but like certain parts of your life, there's just things where you're just like, I'm just gonna let it flow and see where it takes me, you know. I feel like it's taken you in places where you normally wouldn't have gone before. Like have you gone to like it makes me feel like you've gone to like something like a retreat or some type of sound healing or something. Like, are you feeling of have you done that or doing that? I don't know, it feels like something like that, like you're wanting to like feel like there's something about sound that you're dealing with. Well, and then I feel like for him, what I'm sensing is that he was like in a more of an accountant, or I'm not I want to say accountant, but like he was in like a, the way he's presenting himself, I feel like he's very standing straight up, and he's got round type glasses, and he's got brown hair, and they kind of look dark colored. And I don't feel like I feel like he's not on the thin side, but he's not on the heavy side. He's kind of like, but he's just kind of standing straight up. And then makes me feel like he was in like a office job. Oh yes, okay. Like a, you know, kind of like an accountant or something, like office, you know. But it's like he had a brown, like, briefcase, like a tan one. Not like a briefcase, but more like maybe it's a laptop. You know, it feels like a. It looks kind of brown and a triangle, kind of more so. Not like a doctor's thing, but yeah. No construction. Oh, okay. Yeah, it made me feel like it was like yes, they are. Yeah, they're free. But was he more of like an engineer then? Like more of the, because I'm feeling like papers, but I don't know. Just make me feel like. I'm feeling my heart, but I feel like also like he got hurt on the job too. Did he get hurt on the job as well? I feel like he got like something with his heart though. Showing me a horse. It makes me feel like you've seen this horse, like horses. But that was his present from spirit. I don't. I don't know if you said the word darling, but it feels like you said the word darling. And it's showing me a fish too, like fishing. Bypass, okay. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Yeah, because I didn't feel like it, yeah. Did they then have like a, like more of a issue with his veins later? Like more, well, that's bypass, but like a stroke. Let's see what else I can get here. It says the unseen. Too much is hidden from you, and I feel like that's just saying that it's just stuff that your mom wasn't telling, like somebody in your family wasn't telling you about what was happening during the time. Yeah, stroke. Was he like, they're not I can't. Were they not telling you exactly like what was actually happening with him, and you had to like kind of learn like little bit later, like how bad things were. Makes me feel like it's something with your mom, though. I'm not. All I feel is more so. There's something, yeah. You're not hidden from that. The unseen, like she's not. Not like it was. I don't know. I feel like it's as much. Yeah. Okay. Malicious, but more of. Mean. I just sense that there was not as much of a good feeling with that. I feel like you have kind of like whatever that whole energy around your mom and the unseen thing is. I feel like it's like you're letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. I feel like you just are kind of like, you know, I'm not gonna give energy to it. I feel like that's what. I mean, there's parts of us will probably, I'm sure you'll feel like you do. And then there's times where you're like, eh. I feel like it's like knowing that. And I feel like it's, oh, a card that keeps on showing up here. It's upside down. I think it's when I put in on accident. Yeah. I think it's more of your dad saying, you know, just let it. I feel like it's just like pick your battles, right? So let the higher forces, it'll take care of itself, and you know, and put up your boundaries, and I feel like it's just you're concentrating on other things right now. It says fertility. I feel like it's just like I don't know, it's just other transitions in life. So yeah. Initiation energy, just like, you know. So I'll leave their love with you, Mary. Thank you for coming. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, I lost my dad too, 2017. So, it's hard. Thanks for coming. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, I don't know what to call you. Sorry. As a You're welcome, Mary. Thank you. Okay, let's see what time it is. Yeah, I'll do two more. So I'll do Yvonne, we'll do Azza, and then Yvonne, and then we'll close down. I think that's good. What do you think? All right. Azza, can I have this from Grandpa in spirit or anyone in my family pick up on? Sure. We'll see what we got. Your grandma. Grandpa. Do trust your vibes cards. Happy New Year, Yvonne. I don't know if I said that. Okay. How's Yeah, I'm excited. Good. Should be. This is exciting. Okay. Let's see. I did feel more of a male, like more so the grandpa. Oh, thank you, Yvonne. Yeah. Part of my family, the other older kids were celebrating with friends. But yeah. So as a work together. That's what I felt like. Did your grandpa like work more on like a farm? Outside. It makes me feel like outside in the like a because it says work together. I feel like there's more of a we'll see. I can't really. I mean, Grandpa came first. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it felt like Grandpa. Do you work on like a outside with a bunch of people? It felt like a farm. I feel like there's something about you that you are having trouble with your... Are you having like a disconnect? Is it hard to like work with certain people in your family? Like I feel like one one just won't, I mean, like, no matter what you said. Oh, you do feel okay. Yeah, it feels like him, like a, well, you felt like a grandpa. I don't know what this is. Kanaska? What? Oh, Kanaska. Is that a game? Kanaska. Kanaska? Is that how you say it? Is that a card game? I don't know, but maybe you know what that means. Kanaska. You feel disconnected from others. Oh, that have passed, or yeah. Well, when you said that, my heart kind of went like surged, so I feel like it's like more of a... Have you been like doing like chakra opening and grounding and stuff? Like it's good to like... Well, you gotta put a kind of like open up your heart chakra more. It's more of a green. Yeah, he feels disconnected from others. Oh, you mean, oh, what I was saying earlier, sorry. Yeah, sometimes I forget what I was said. So I feel like that's also like, sometimes it says seek the truth, and I think it's not as much as anything to do with your relationship with them, but more of their own inner need for independence or not wanting to take oh, you are trying to do that, yeah, okay, the heart chakra, more of like taking more independence and also like having more of their own, not wanting to take direction, or you know, feeling, you know, sometimes people can get defensive if they feel like they're being told what to do too much, or I'm not saying you're doing that, but it's a perception of their own mind, right? So even when you want to work together or to connect, sometimes there could be that wall because they think that, and that it's not something, it's just something of you just being true to yourself and not trying to bend over backwards to be a certain way, but more so just to be yourself, and whatever comes will come, and they'll work through their own stuff, that hopefully, you know, I mean, like sometimes, right? So it's just seek the truth. So I feel like it's just like, you know, centering yourself, knowing that you are true to who you are, and just, you just do what you got to do, right? And then through that, things, it's just like I'm going like this because I feel like things will just kind of work, I don't want to say just work out, but you know, it's because you're not putting the attention to whatever they're feeling. You're just doing whatever you're feeling right in your own body. And I mean, obviously you're leading with your heart chakra. Then as long as you're leading with your heart chakra and being true to yourself and not trying to like, yeah, do that. Yeah, rose heart quartz for the heart chakra is really good. Yeah. Especially if you want, you get one. It don't have to even be a big one. Any rose quartz, any size. It can be a real small one, right? And just if you hold it and you do meditation, you hold it kind of close to your heart too. That helps a lot. You know, and you can always ask for the, you know, ask the crystal for the energy, and it'll like, and feel it kind of you know, energize your own heart chakra that way. You know, you ask for the crystal to give that energy to you, and to fill up your own heart. You can feel it kind of, not transfer, but kind of like, you know, give you some Did your grandma make dolls? It makes me feel like she made like she sewed something, but it looks like it's got arms. That's what I'm feeling around her. I feel like unless she didn't make them, they're just around her, but I feel like they were not clothed. Yeah, I can't see. And I feel like too, like once you start doing what I was explaining, you know, you'll get the instant feedback. You'll understand, like you'll know, you know, like if, you know, you're trying to cater to that, you just don't cater to anyone. Anything on the mail you picked up? Well, I felt like the working together. Do you feel like he's like, there's something about a house? Do you feel like there's like he's around you? Well, you did say that, but like more so I feel like something about your house though. Like there's nothing, I mean, like whatever we feel negative can be just because of our own perception of reality, really. Oh, you don't know she made them? Okay. Do you have a lot of those that like made me think of flesh arm dolls? I know I go back and forth with the chat because it's kind of delayed, so that's fine. I'm used to it. But there's like flesh colored dolls that have like no hands, but they're just kind of like a brown, you know, like nose. And they're like, yeah, interesting. I don't see it. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah. It's interesting because it made me feel like they had no clothes on, which is interesting. So to say that you had a feeling to make doll clothes, that's interesting. Oh, wrong way. I feel like is there like stairs that I feel like there's like a more of a staircase that you feel a male presence on. I feel like he's just kind of there's nothing, I don't want you to feel like there's anything negative. There's nothing negative, but I mean, like, I think it's just him just being around you. It makes me feel like it's your grandpa though. There is a younger male that did pass away that you went to school with. Not at during school time. I feel like he did when he was in. Makes me feel like his 20s. Like it was an accident. I feel it was like a motorcycle. I said motorcycle. I feel like it's a road accident, like a car accident. I think it's just with those people, you know, family, just set healthy boundaries and limits. Healthy limits and boundaries. I just know that when things are happening, it's not based off, you know, somebody is triggered. It's because there's something inside them that is causing it, not as much as it's you, you know? I got the name Michael, which, like an M name, yeah. All right, well, Isaiah, it says pivot And I just feel like it's just like knowing when it's time to, you know, steer down, you know. I feel like you have been more intuitively knowing your oh, you have, okay, around your staircase. That's what I was feeling. The male presence around your staircase. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's your, no, I felt like it was like when I was trying to feel like that, you know, it just felt like I felt your grandpa, but then I also felt this other male. So I don't know. I'm trying to pinpoint if that's the one on the staircase, the younger one, but so. But I feel like that's you know, I feel like you have been pivoting correctly. I'll leave their love with you, Isaiah. Thank you for coming. Appreciate taking the time, stopping by. Enjoy making. I made me think of like a red with, it was like a red dress, like a red, I don't know, I didn't know if it's a dress, but it's like a red, I saw the sleeve, all I'm seeing is the arms of the doll, and then like a red short sleeve, and then it's like white, I don't know if they're flowers, but they're just kind of small, and I'm just seeing that, so it's like I don't know, have fun making them. That's interesting. All right, thank you for coming. All right, Yvonne, and then we'll sign off, and I'll be back again at 6 on, well, not on Facebook, but on the Twitch and YouTube again with TikTok. So, all right, let's see. Sometimes YouTube, Facebook can be kind of like, it wasn't today. So, oh, thank you, Isaiah. Thank you. It's nice of you. Well, welcome. I go at YouTube. Okay, Eva. On YouTube, if you go to my page, there's a thing called community. The community posts, and I post updates in there. So, or on Facebook if you go in there, wherever you want to. You don't have to. I do it everywhere. So, all right. Well, welcome. All right. Hi, Yvonne. Hope you're doing well. Oops. Having a good year so far? Okay. If you ever want. I'm Angel. You're my angel. My grandma used to say I was her angel because I'm originally Angela, but I go by Angie because I don't feel like I'm that formal. So but she used to call me Angel because so some days I am. Yeah, I bet you are though, Yvonne. Okay, Yvonne. Let's see what we got. I honor the natural process of growth and transformation. Have you been looking into, oh, your mom called you flower. Yeah, you said petal. Yeah. Have you been looking into like more of like the astrology, or just not as like I'm not saying like deep dive, but like looking into like the moon and stuff lately? I mean, I know the wolf moon just happened, but the reason why, oh gosh, the reason why is because of all the this, and it makes me feel like more of a moth, you know, like a nighttime vibe. It's kind of like more honoring the cycles of life rather than, you know, like, you know, like the cycles of the moon, trying to not honor it, but like understanding like we all go through these like inner cycles, and knowing that can't really like, yeah, I didn't feel like you were like, you know, but I feel like it's like the whole cycle of yourself. There's something about the knowing that, like, you know, there's times where you're very energetic, and then all of a sudden it kind of, it's like a cycle. Have you been going through that more? Okay, there you go. Stars and Moon. It makes sense. Okay. But I feel like you've been like kind of like not going against that inner feeling of like, I mean, there's sometimes you have to because of, you know, work or whatever, but allowing whatever feeling is, not trying to push back on it too much, you know? Well, I feel like it's just, you know, the way you interact with the people around you, you do help reflect the divine in in the people that you talk to. I feel like there's a sharing of ideas, a sharing of like of the vibe, you know, just people you really do vibe with, you know, people that you are. Oh, so you are. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the waning moon weighs you down. Okay, makes sense. So you're aware of the cycles of the moon. Yeah. Yeah, it just made me feel like, yeah, there's times where, of course, you have to go against it, but there's also times where it's like, okay, well, there's no reason to push it, you know? But the divine in one another is just the community and the vibe that you have. Yeah, soul sister, that's nice. I feel like it's it makes it feel like more of a healing thing though too. It's like you're very, very much there for each other, and it's not as much of like in other relationships, it's like not as much of a take, but more of a give and take, or a, like more of like not even a feeling of giving and taking. It's just like, it just is, and it just feels, yeah, like a soul sister thing. Just feels like so much more healing than it is yeah. And it says, I am ready, thank you. So it's like just, I feel like this recently, whatever comes your way, you've been mostly Reiki. Yeah, okay. I feel like whatever been coming, you've been kind of just more of, instead of having a diversion to it, just embracing it. And that's been working for you lately. I think it's normally, it's like, it's, I feel like because of the way you're putting your energy around it, the positivity, not like as much of positivity, but like a feeling of not as much of a judgment on it, you know? It's not like you're putting a positive or a negative. It's like just by not putting any type of judgment, you're kind of like allowing whatever it to come and be like, well, I'm ready for it, and then whatever comes instead of confidence in yourself. Okay, yeah. And just knowing that you can do it. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah. Yeah. And this is, you know, like you were saying, you have more confidence, but it says my instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. So I do feel like makes me feel like makes me feel like your mom had a tough time at one point. Just feel like it was kind of a hard patch of, I mean, like, it wasn't like, I mean, like, there's always, I feel like she would say, like, there's always, like, somebody else that has it worse, but, you know, there's a hard time, and, like, just like makes me feel like just like they were having a hard time scraping by or something. It was like, but I feel like she's a tough woman too. Like that's, she just like persevered and I feel like she's indicating like you're my daughter, and of course you're gonna be able to do that, you know. It makes me feel like especially during that time of hard times, I feel like your dad and her got like closer. Makes me feel like when they were younger though, yeah, I feel like she's like, I feel like they were 7 kids. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it just makes me feel like they had like I feel like there was they were able to buy their own food. Duh. No, make their own food. Like they have a garden. They have the garden. Like they try to, you know what I mean, do it in certain ways. It's just like, but I felt like they got really closer and more connected. I feel like as a family. And I just feel like, you know, she's saying, you know, you're my daughter. Of course, you're gonna be able to do anything. She just has so much more, you know, like she knows that confidence she has in you is building up in yourself. I feel like it's like, you know, like how somebody sees you, but you don't really see it in the same lens. It's like she's finally seeing that you are building that up, and it's getting clearer. Huge garden. Okay. Yeah. It made me feel like there was like that was a big help, like to feed, right? I think too is just so much that was the grateful for all the knowledge she had about stuff like that, and being able to do that. It did bring more and a confidence in herself too, you know. I mean, like you know, I can do this. I don't need, you know, healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. Not stick it out. You don't see what others see in you. Oh, well, I feel like it's just like, you know, how everybody has a perception of, yeah, how some people see more of something in you than you might in yourself, and, you know, because of the way that, yeah, and it makes me feel like she did have know how confident you were. She sounds like me. I do that too. My husband does more now, but he used to, when we were first dating, or married, he didn't know a lot, but he had my dad helping. Teaching him how to do it all. Oh, did I show you that? Yeah, healthy boundaries. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like, did you make something recently that she used to make? It makes me feel like it's like, is it an apple something? Like an apple tort or something? It doesn't, I was gonna say pie, but then she was kind of showing me that it's kind of square. So I don't know if did you just make something recently that she did? That's hilarious. Knocking down a wall. Well, yeah, want it done, you gotta do it, right? Sounds like it's funny. So yeah, she was showing me that. This apple. Like I said, it reminded me of a pie, but... Oh, David does all agree. Did he make something like that recently? Or did she make something like that? I don't know, it made me feel like it has something to do with her, but that maybe you made one recently that... Yeah, and I feel like it's just explaining your Reiki right here. It's just like a great card. They are naked, but they with focus and attention, I can shape energy in any direction. So I feel like it's, well, that's your Reiki. I feel like it's just your and your confidence in that, and knowing that you can do stuff like that. You can do anything. I mean, like, so. I'll leave her love with you, Yvonne. She's a strong woman, but and she's saying you are just as much. Let's make apple sponge. Oh, okay. Is that like in a square? That makes okay. Because I said like apple pie, and she indicated it was in a square. I'm like, I wouldn't even know. I don't even know what a sponge is. We don't call that that's somewhere else. That's your area. Like, I guess we have sponge cake, but so I was like a tort. But yeah, that's why I wasn't like sure what. Sounds good. All right. So I was gonna close. Well, thank you, Yvonne, for coming. I appreciate you. I hope you had a good New Year's. And all right. So before we close, I just want to take a moment to gather the energy back in. And if you received a message tonight, oh, she just stewed apples. That's what she makes sense. Oh, okay, I see. Makes sense. If you received a message tonight, whether it was personal or something that resonated quietly, trust that it was meant for you. Spirit never wastes effort, and love doesn't arrive randomly. Take what landed, leave what didn't, and let it unfold in its own time. Thank you for allowing me in your space tonight, and thank you for trusting the connection. Till we meet again. You're welcome, Yvonne. Aw, that's nice you say. Thank you, Yvonne. You are too. Your earth flower. Your flower. All right. I'll see you later. If you want to come back at 6, see the magic then. That'll be nice. But otherwise, I will see you again on Tuesday. Tuesday. So